Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for your WWE, SmackDown, and NXT Level Up Event Center Wrestling Report. And now here's the man to give you that report, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1429 of the show. Now, this is the SmackDown, the final SmackDown before tomorrow night's King and Queen of the Ring PLE Premium Live event in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. As you know, the event starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in the States, and as a result of SmackDown emanating from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, which is for the first time ever, SmackDown did air earlier, but I watched it on my computer. So if you don't want any spoilers, please don't watch this video, okay? If you don't want any spoilers, please don't watch the video, okay? I'll probably uploading the entire episode by the time NXT Level Up is over. So that could be, so you've probably seen it. If you have not seen it, well, so I probably won't upload the episode until I'm going to keep it, I want to keep it trying to like a little bit separate, do the SmackDown portion and the SmackDown portion, then the NXT Level Up portion. And what I'll do is at the same time, I will give my picks and predictions for the King and Queen of the Ring. In fact, I can do that. Yeah, I'll do that afterwards, okay? So, because I've written everything down. A huge news concerning the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments. As you know, they did this once back in 2002 when Brock Lesnar won the thing. And they decided, well, I think this should be happening going forward. You know, like the winner of the Royal Rumble matches, the men's and women's, will get a title shot at WrestleMania. Now, the winner of the King and the Queen of the Ring tournaments will get a title shot at SummerSlam. And huge news came out of SummerSlam that in 2026, the WWE, working with the Minnesota Sports program there, over there, they decided to have two nights at SummerSlam. So it'll be SummerSlam Saturday, but it's in 2 years. I don't know if this is a one-time deal. They're doing this because of Minnesota and whatnot. Well, we shall see. We shall see. So that was the huge news coming out of for the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments. They'll get a title shot at SummerSlam. So if a SmackDown superstar wins the King of the Ring, that superstar will probably challenge Cody Rhodes or whoever the WWE champion may be at the time at SummerSlam. But a Raw superstar wins the King of the Ring, that person will challenge Damian Priest or whoever the World Heavyweight Champion will be at that time. Same thing for the Queen of the Ring. If the Queen of the Ring if the Raw superstar, in this case Lyra Valkyria, wins the Queen of the Ring, she may renew a rivalry with Becky Lynch at SummerSlam for the Women's World Championship. However, if the Queen of the Ring winner is from SmackDown, they'll challenge Bayley for the undisputed WWE Women's Championship, or whoever the champion might be at that time. Speaking of the Queen of the Ring semifinals, Bianca Belair one-on-one with Nia Jackson. A lot of rumors and speculations going around that Bianca Belair might be pregnant, but at the same time she's fighting a knee injury. But Nia Jax and Bianca Belair, they fought. Bianca Belair held her ground, and Lyra Valkyria was there in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, to scout the matchup. So she got a bird's eye view of who is going to who she'll face at the Queen of the Ring tournament final tomorrow afternoon. Well, Nia Jax ended up winning the match in the end. So Nia Jax is on. So it will be Nia Jax versus Lyra Valkyria in the Queen of the Ring tournament finals. So remember, the winner of this matchup will get a title shot. That means if Nia Jax wins the Queen of the Ring tournament, she can face Bayley or whoever the undisputed WWE women's champion may be at that time for SummerSlam. And if Lyra Valkyria wins the tournament, she might face Becky Lynch, renewing a rivalry during the time in NXT for a little bit. So, and Kayla Braxton did interview Nia Jax after the match. She directed herself towards Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria is on a roll, and for like the first 3 weeks on Monday Night Raw, coming from NXT, she's really killing it. I mean, she picked up a huge win over Io Sky, one of the women's best wrestlers in the world. That's a huge accomplishment for Lyra Valkyria. So, and as Bianca Belair was being checked on and had an ice pack on her knees, an ice pack on her knees. And the Brewers are winning here. So, anyways, so Tiffany Stratton walked by and says, "Better luck next time, toodles," and all that good stuff. And then as Bianca Belair's icing her knee, Indy Hartwell and Castle Ray starts mimicking her. "Oh, she got a hurt knee." They started talking smack, and Bianca Belair was ready to fight, but Jade Carter goes, hey, hold up, what's going on here? And you know what? I'll talk to Nick Aldis, and then Bianca Belair says, "Bet, do that." So there you go. So the Grayson Waller Effect show with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, A-Town Down Under, the WWE Tag Team Champions. Well, I like to call them A-Town Down Blunder. Because they're a couple of goofball idiots. And they were about to introduce LA Knight, who's supposed to be their guest on the show. But Carmelo Hayes comes out, gets his ego, says, "Anyway, listen, let's put bygones be bygones. Let's look at the big picture here. Let's look at the big picture here, man. I mean," and that's what he's saying. Is we got to stick together. LA Knight comes out, gets into Carmelo Hayes' face, disrespects him. And then both men start brawling, and then when LA Knight was getting the upper hand, here comes Waller and Theory jumping Knight, and then Street Profits along with B-Fat came to his aid. And so during the commercial break, before the commercial break, Blair Davenport cut a promo. She's coming soon to SmackDown, and she might turn the women's division upside down, so Bayley better watch her back. Now she might have Nia Jax to deal with, but Blair Davenport is a very lethal lady. Ask Nikita Lyons. And I'll tell you one thing. Blair Davenport is not one to play around. During the commercial break, LA Knight and the Street Profits in a 6-man tag against Carmelo Hayes and A-Town Down Under in a 6-man tag, or A-Town Down Blunder. And heck of a matchup this was, but the LA Knight and the Street Profits ended up winning the matchup. And so with that victory, Street Profits may get a shot at the tag team titles again. Who knows? And during the kickoff, Logan Paul, this was aired online. Logan Paul gives Michael Cole a pair of brass knucks, says he'll beat up Cody Rhodes straight up. And then as Cody Rhodes was preparing to get in the ring, Randy Orton looks at him, looks at the title, says, "What's up, Coach, sir?" If anybody knows Cody Rhodes very well, it's none other than the Apex Predator, the Legend Killer, Randy Orton, during their time as Legacy. And then there was some strange songs, like a little classic, like 50s type song. Then the voice distorted. It seems like another Mind Games, possibly by Uncle Howdy, Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family, and all that. What's going on? What is happening, and how is this being formed? It was a strange. It was strange. The music was so strange. It was voices being distorted and all that. It was being strange. It's like turned demonic. It was weird. We don't know what the extent of that was. So. It's got to be some Uncle Howdy, Wyatt 6 Mind Games or something like that, or whatever group that may be forming, Bray Wyatt-esque or something like that. Who knows for sure? We know Bray Wyatt, God rest his soul, but it's like his legacy may continue. Maybe Bo Dallas is starting the whole thing up. Who knows for sure? And so Tama Tonga was preparing for his matchup while Paul Heyman looks on. Cody Rhodes addresses the Jeddah crowd and Logan Paul. Logan Paul, before Cody even said a word, Logan Paul interrupts Cody Rhodes. As they were talking, and Logan Paul says, "And listen, listen, I'm a man of my word. I'll beat you straight up. I gave the brass knucks to Michael Cole. Tell him not to use it." But then Cody Rhodes was like, "Are you sure about this? We get a referee. We'll pat you down, bro." And he was like, Logan Paul got nervous and said, "He's lying. He's got something, right?" But then he goes, "Check, hey, champion privilege, check him first." And Cody Rhodes like, "Fine." Right? The referee Ryan Tran was checking him out, patting him down, checking everything. He was clean. But he checks Logan Paul. And the referee just looks at Logan Paul. "Hold up, pair of brass knucks." "Oh, these are my pants. I don't know how they got there." Oh, come on. Logan Paul, that Beavis-looking butthead. Sheepish. You kidding? Are you kidding me with this right now? I forgot to put the mic down here. My bad. Got to put the mic down here. Yeah, Logan Paul, you Beavis-looking butthead. Are you freaking kidding me with this right now? Are you seriously? What a joke. What a joke. And then he said, "I'll beat you straight up." So, and then Byron Saxton interviewed Randy Orton about the King. In light of everything that's been going on, what's been said, what do you think about this? And Randy Orton says, "Well, tonight, I never won the King of the Ring, and tonight I'll be one step closer if I defeat Tama Tonga." So, and so Nia, as Bayley was walking to the ring to face Chelsea Green in a non-title matchup, Nia Jax tells Bayley to keep that title clean for SummerSlam. Kayla Braxton, after the commercial break, interviewed Street Profits and B-Fab. Street Profits said they were maybe looking up and maybe wanting another shot at gold, but then DIY says, "Hey, our goal, become tag team champions, man." And that is all. So there's that. So Bayley went one-on-one with Chelsea Green, and Bayley did win the matchup, but Piper Niven attacked Bayley after the match. So, and then walked away. AJ Styles talks to Nick Aldis and asks for one more chance. He said, Nick Aldis is a difficult position he's been. Listen, if personally, I would give you a shot, no question. But professionally, I can't. I'm sorry. But then I thought, and AJ Styles like, okay. It's like AJ Styles kind of understand. Hey, well, he'll be able to think about going, I can go to NXT and challenge for the NXT title. Well, you should do that. AJ Styles, who knows? Who knows what goes through AJ Styles' mind? Andrade coming to a promo. He's coming to SmackDown very soon. But then Legado del Fantasma say, "I can't stand that guy." And they say, "Hey, let's look at the big picture here. We might want him. We might need him." So I'm sure when Andrade comes in, after how Andrade treated him a couple of months earlier for WrestleMania, a month earlier for WrestleMania, I'm surprised they want the guy. Interesting. We'll see how this develops. Well, now as Tama Tonga was getting ready, Paul Heyman was concerned. He goes, "You do realize we're a man short. We couldn't get Tonga Loa across the border. It seems like Tonga Loa may have a reputation as well. And this is why I recruited them to. They make the bloodline a lot more dangerous. What is Sol Sikoa engineering here? If he's the man in charge that calls the shots, what's he engineering? A very dangerous bloodline? I would be very surprised if Roman's actually behind it. Or I would not be surprised if you say, I did not approve any of this. I got a hunch that I think someone's lying in the bloodline." So then Gunther ended up, Gunther ended up watching the matchup at ringside as Randy Orton and Tama Tonga went at it. And, ladies and gentlemen, we got our King of the Ring final. Gunther versus Randy Orton. This is going to be fun. And Gunther's standing up there. He's smiling. Hey, you want a challenge, Gunther? You got one. Randy Orton. Let me tell you. Randy Orton, don't play around. So, Yeah, Solo Sikoa gets involved during the matchup, and then after the match, you got involved more than Kevin Owens came to Orton's aid in the end. And that is the SmackDown portion of things. But before we conclude this portion of the video for now, we'll wait till NXT to level up. Let's go to the King of the Ring. Now, I made predictions of it last night, but now another match has been added to the countdown to the Queen of the Ring. All right, now we got the King of the Ring finals. Gunther versus Randy Orton. Now this one's gonna be a tough call to make, and you see all them up there. All right, I'll read them off. If you can't see it, I'll read them off. Gunther versus Randy Orton. Now this is gonna be a tough matchup. This match could go either way. Now if Gunther wins, he can challenge Damian Priest. Now it'll be a heck of a matchup. SummerSlam, Damian Priest versus Gunther. Not bad. But then, like I said, this matchup could have, possibilities of potential great matches at SummerSlam. On one hand, Gunther wins, you got him and Damian Priest. Heck of a matchup. I'm for that. Then you got, if Randy Orton wins, he's got him and Cody Rhodes. A little history there. That's a good matchup too. It's a tough one. But considering Randy Orton has not won the King of the Ring, and I think that's the only thing left that he needs to accomplish, so I'm picking Randy Orton to win the King of the Ring. But I don't think Randy Orton's ever won an Elimination Chamber or Money in the Bank either. Has he won a Royal Rumble, though? I think he has, but I'm picking Orton to win the King of the Ring. And then you got the Queen of the Ring finals. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch would have been a heck of a matchup. Well, right now, it's Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jackson. Nia Jackson would put to test. Lyra's fairly new to the main roster. I'll be surprised if she wins this tournament. But I am going with Nia Jax on this one. So, then the Women's World title. Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. Now, here's the situation. Becky Lynch is yet to sign a contract extension on what they're trying to offer her. Now, if Becky Lynch loses the title to Liv Morgan, that means that the contract has not been signed, or whatever. She has not signed a new deal with the WWE. And losing her to a rival like AEW, that could really hurt the WWE's women's division right now. But then it probably would force a lot of people to step up. Then a lot of women to step up to the plate. So I picked Liv Morgan to win just in case. Then the Intercontinental title on the line. Sami Zayn to defend against Bronson Reed and Chad Gable in a matchup. And right now I want to make sure you can hear my voice and my voice only. This was a difficult triple threat match to talk about because we talked about this last night. You got Sami Zayn, Chad Gable. Does Chad Gable utilize Otis to challenge him for the Intercontinental title? Will he win that matchup? Who knows? But then you got Bronson Reed's off. I believe it's Bronson Reed's time. That's why I picked Bronson Reed to win the championship, because I believe it's not. I like Sami Zayn. Love his story, love his attitude. He's got a great heart. He's got what it takes to be a champion. But I got a hunch that Bronson Reed is going to, because Sami Zayn may be obsessed with Chad Gable, and Gable may be obsessed with Zayn. Bronson Reed's going to take advantage of the situation and possibly win the Intercontinental title. Now, before we go to the main event of the matchup, now a new match is added for the kickoff for King and Queen Ring. That's the Women's Tag Team Championship on the line. It looks like Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell are getting another shot at the gold. This time around, their opponents are not the Kabuki Warriors, but their opponents are the team of Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair. Now, I picked LeRae and Hartwell to win the matchup because I think Bianca Belair's knee, like I said, it all depends on her situation as well. Is she pregnant? Is she hurt? Who knows? Is she injured? Does she have to get surgery? Who knows for sure? Who knows for sure? All I know is that LeRae and Hartwell, they're overdue for a women's tag team title victory. They haven't had one since their days in NXT. Now the WWE title on the line, Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul. I'm picking Cody Rhodes to retain the Intercontinental title. And that is my picks and predictions for King of the Ring. King and Queen of the Ring. But we are not done yet, because so after this portion, We're going to talk NXT Level Up. So hang in there as we after I watch NXT Level Up, I'll report from there. All right, time for a little quick NXT Level Up report. After we to conclude this video for a combination of SmackDown and NXT Level Up for May the 24th, 2024, the final SmackDown before tomorrow's King of the Ring, and I already made my picks and predictions. And women's division, Lainey Reed took on Jasmine Nix. And Jasmine Nix has got this expert Pele kick. A little bit better than AJ Styles, in my personal opinion. Very well done. Jasmine Nix is a former soccer player. And she picked up her first victory in her first matchup one-on-one match against Lainey Reed, the Southern Belle in NXT. And Sarah Schreiber was interviewing Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. Hank Walker was not medically cleared to compete. So Tank Ledger was going one-on-one with Kale Dixon. Now, Blake Howard did give us a recap of what happened on Monday Night Raw. Braun Breaker went up against Kale Dixon. Now, this is before Kale Dixon's match. This NXT Level Up was taped before Kale Dixon's match on Monday Night Raw against Braun Breaker. And Tank Ledger went one-on-one with Kale Dixon, and with Tank Ledger picking up the victory. So there is that. So, and that is it. That's all the time we have on this show for episode 1429 of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. The final SmackDown before tomorrow's King of the Ring. I will be live reacting. We have also had the Card Shark money cards. And I'll also be live reacting with my good friend Brandon Martin and other people that will join us. So I will see you guys later. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful night. God bless you guys. And until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home.
That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.